Alrighty, folks. Hi. How you doing, internet people? Um, gonna start making some changes, or at least trying to do some different things with my channel. I've been thinking about this, and my growth with my channel has gotten fairly stagnant, which I was largely fine with. I've been doing this for the past couple of years. I've been fairly open about it that I'm doing this more as a hobby than I am as a business or thinking about it like that. My YouTube channel has always been something that I first and foremost was using just as an archive of my racing career in iRacing because I was having fun with it. I thought it'd be cool to have a documented video archive of all of my races if I ever wanted to go back and look at one and reminisce, 15, 20 years down the road or something like that. And I found that for a number of reasons that saving iRacing replays really wasn't a practical way to do that. But one thing that I could do was easily record a video using OBS Studio and upload it and save it to YouTube forever. YouTube, in fact, encourages this because they generate ad revenue off of the videos that are up on their platform from people who are, at least have a base level of affiliation like I do. So they generate ad revenue off that. And, it's in YouTube's best interest based on their platform that they want as many people to upload videos as possible. So they make it for free. It's a free archive that is just up there, publicly available. Anyone can watch it if they want to. I could set the videos to private if I want to, but I don't want to. I have them up publicly. So that's a very long way of talking about the reason that I have a YouTube channel in the first place. I thought that it made sense to, if I was uploading the videos to YouTube anyway, that I would start putting them, that I would stream them live on Twitch first and then upload the VOD to YouTube after that. So I have a Twitch channel as well. I had a period a couple of years back where I had some pretty decent growth. There were some very deliberate things that I chose to do that were focused around, growing the channel and making the channel more interactive, chief among which was simply just talking as I raced and keeping an inner monologue going. That was a great little tip that I got from watching a YouTube video from Hey Shady Lady on channel growth and how to talk to yourself on stream. It landed very well. I'm going to try to, by the way, as I make some of these videos and talk about different concepts and things like that, I'm going to try to credit anyone that I have personally used or gotten advice from whose content that I've used for specific things. So I'm going to credit them and direct you to YouTubers or sources that I have found to be helpful in the past because I think it's always important to do that. One, just as a way, as a way of getting people their proper credit for the content that they create, and two, to pay it forward back to folks who have helped me. So I think that both of those things are important. Um, so that is a relatively long intro to get to the point of what today's video is about, which is I'm going to start trying to um, create some additional types of content specifically for my YouTube channel so that it's not just a racing archive. That will still continue to be a piece of this channel, but I'm going to be adding some different things and experimenting with some different ideas of things. Some things focused on growth, some things fun ideas, but I want to try to play with some different ideas. I'm going to have some videos that are talking about the different specific things that I'm doing, and then follow-up videos that discuss what, if any, measurable effect we can read into from the results after evaluating channel growth for about a month's period of time for a specified period of time. One thing I'm already seeing right now is that I'm having a difficulty remembering to look at the camera versus looking at my monitoring screen. When you see my eyes going down here, I'm looking at myself on my OBS Studio. So that's something I'm going to have to learn is how to talk directly into the camera. My other screen's over here. So my eyes either go here, here, or here. And so if they're here, I'm looking at the screen in front, which I'll be sharing shortly. If they're here, I'm actually remembering to look at the camera. And if I'm here, I'm forgetting to do both things and I'm just looking at the screen, which is bad. And there's no point in doing that. So I need to break that habit. Note to self, going forward. So, what I'm going to do here, this video, the topic of this video is going to be about setting a schedule. It is a growth strategy, and it's actually a combination of two growth strategies. I have heard, I don't know how the YouTube algorithm works, but I have heard that one thing that the algorithm likes is when you consistently upload exactly one video to your channel per day. I haven't been doing that. There are, sometimes I'll upload 2 videos on the same day. Sometimes I'll get multiple videos on, I'll have multiple days go where I don't upload a single video. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to set myself out a schedule so that I will upload 1 YouTube video per day. So that is a goal, and there is a tactic that I'm using, or a technique or a strategy that I'm using to achieve that goal. So I'm going to switch over here to my normal, this is my normal stream setup minus the Caps app that I use when I'm racing. And I have my Google Calendar pulled up. This, Google Calendar, if you have a Google account at all, if you have a YouTube, if you watch YouTube, you probably have a Google account attached to it. The Google Calendar is a free thing that is very useful and can help with planning. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to add a couple of additional calendars to this. Let me see. So I will create a new calendar, and this is going to be YouTube. So when you see me duck down off the screen, by the way, that's because I have my keyboard in a relatively inefficient spot. So if I have to type something, I'm going to duck out of the screen. That's something that I should eventually probably change with my setup. But right now, it is what it is. Do not let the perfect be the enemy of the good. That's something that I have been trying to focus on for myself. That's just going to help a lot. So we're going to create a YouTube calendar and a Twitch calendar. So the reason we're doing both is that they're going to interact with each other. So in the interest of trying to have one YouTube video every day, I also need to keep in mind when my Twitch videos are going to be landing on YouTube and schedule around that. Because when I stream my races, Twitch has, for affiliates, has an exclusivity clause where Twitch gains exclusivity for that content for 24 hours after you live stream it, if you're an affiliate. So that means that when I stream races live, I have to wait for at least 24 hours to pass before I can make those videos go public on YouTube. So what I tend to do is I tend to just schedule that video to land at 8 a.m. on the following day. So today, for example, I have live on Twitch as part of my Twitch calendar. That's going to be NASCAR Legends. And that race, this one's going to be at Darlington. I'm just putting in the NASCAR Legends series for right now. This is actually going to be at 7:30 my time is when that race starts. Let me see. Time, yeah, it's going to be Central Time. And so that's at 7:30, and that'll run probably about an hour. That's fine. So I set that up, and this is actually, I'm going to set this as a repeating weekly on Monday at 7:30 p.m. So that will save, and that sets that up to go on my Twitch channel. I tend to stream NASCAR Legends pretty routinely at 7:30. So that is a series that I run on iRacing. That time slot tends to be pretty reliable for the foreseeable future. I'm going to change Twitch's color, by the way, to... they don't have something that's actually perfect for Twitch color. Grapes should work. For YouTube, we're going to make that red so that YouTube videos landing are going to be in red. So I'm also going to add this video. So this is my scheduling video that's going to drop on YouTube. So that's on the YouTube channel. That's going to, doesn't really matter, because for the YouTube, it's just going to be when, videos drop, I'm just going to have, there needs to be one red item for each day. So since I'm running NASCAR Legends on Monday, then this is going to be NASCAR can't type. This is very frustrating. Legends VOD. And I'm actually going to go ahead and pull the keyboard onto my lap just because that'll be easier to type there. Like I said, I don't have a great setup. Using your lap isn't the best when you're using. So there we go. That'll hopefully make this less painful. This is a YouTube calendar item, and so we're going to save that. So we have videos dropping. Now we also ran a race last night, so this is going to be Winter Series VOD. That's on the YouTube calendar as well. So let's see. This is also going to be good because I'm going to be making a Twitch schedule, so there would be an additional benefit, which is that I'm going to be able to put a streaming schedule on my Twitch channel. So I'm actually going to also add Winter Series here. That's Twitch. That happens at 8 p.m. on Sundays. I've been running that. It runs till about 10 p.m. That is a 2-hour stream. And it will repeat weekly on Sundays. That'll eventually become NIS, so we'll change that when that changes. So the Winter Series VOD is going to drop and fill on Tuesdays as well. But I'm going to make each of these are not going to be repeating, and there's going to be a reason for that I'll show in a second. This is going to hit YouTube. 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 Okay. And we'll go ahead and add one on here too. I want to go back to month view. That's fine, actually. Just put that in. VOD on YouTube. Okay. Now, we have, let's see. We also have Monday Night Racing Road to Glory. So, our Monday night streams tend to actually be 2 races. Tonight is a bit unique in that there's tonight's the All-Star race for the Monday Night Racing Pro Series. There is no race there's no All-Star race for the Road to Glory Series, so we have a week off. We resume next week. The time of that, it is a 6 p.m. race for the Twitch stream. So we're going to do that, and we are going to make that repeat weekly on Monday. And just save that for right now. So this is going to be the MNR Road to Glory VOD. That's going to hit YouTube. and we're just going to add those in. And this is why I decided not to do them as scheduled events, even though I could have, because as the NASCAR Legends VODs are going to actually start landing on Thursdays. Now, as I'm doing this, I actually can't type while I talk, so that probably makes for not great YouTube content. If I decide to edit this afterwards, which I may or may not, I've been really lazy with my video editing, and so most of my videos upload and just are completely unedited. Actually, all of them are. I've been meaning to learn about video editing, and I think that learning some light editing skills is going to be inescapable as if I actually get serious about uploading and making YouTube content that's exclusively for YouTube, like this video is. This is relatively unique on my channel in that it is a video that is going straight to YouTube without being live streamed on Twitch first. But, my talking head videos are going to be more like that, usually. Or my talking head videos may start being more edited as I learn and add that to my skill set and get into a routine with that, should that happen. So just with that, we have 2 nights that we're streaming on Twitch right now. I have heard from a number of sources, the chief among which is Harris Heller, another great YouTube video, and one specifically centered around, or a YouTube channel that is specifically centered around channel growth and things like that, who I really like and respect a lot. He has made mention in the past on some of his videos, and one that really stuck is that setting a Twitch schedule, sticking to it, and streaming live on 3 nights a week is a really good way to have a good consistent cadence, a good consistent schedule with your Twitch channel. And it also it gives you a schedule that you can follow and stay consistent with, which is nice. It gives your viewers a schedule so that they know when to tune in, and they can, if they choose to, they actually have something where they can plan schedule around your streaming schedule so they know when to tune in to see you. So if they want to be there when your streams start, then they know when you're streaming rather than it just being a surprise and they miss a stream. And it has a number of benefits. I haven't done it in the past, again, because I was doing this as more of a hobby and I wanted to leave myself open. But if I'm being honest, I really do have certain time slots that I stream at regular times. So locking those in on a schedule, and I'm going to actually go over to Twitch and lock those in once this schedule is done, and I'll at least have a schedule locked in for the month of January, which will be nice. So with that in mind, we have about half the month filled in with videos that are going to be uploading. And so, we've got, for most, Tuesday and Wednesday, Thursday, already have videos landing. Now, what I'm going to do is on the 31st, I think, this one's going to hit YouTube on the 31st. I don't know if it's going to be one that when I actually record it, but I want this to hit YouTube, which is going to be a scheduling recap and analysis video. So what we're going to do with that video is that we are going to, and I'm going to open this as well to show, recap YouTube stats, analyze channel growth, if any. Talk about conclusions. So that just gives me a nice little bit of notes so that when I pull up the video, I can sort of know what that video is about as a reminder. As I'm thinking about it, I can dump that in, and that will go in. So what we have to fill in left is we have to fill in some different events and things like that we're going to do. So wherever we're going to have a Twitch stream, we know that 2 days later that the VOD from that is going to go. If we have 2 races in the same day, then we've got an additional day's worth of content. So we need to fill in 1 more night of streaming on Twitch, which will block out another night for, or another day for VODs. I'm actually looking at either Wednesday or Thursday are prime candidates to add Twitch streams, because then we can we fill in a gap on Friday. I'm going to need content for Thursday. I'll worry about, just because there's no Monday night racing tonight, so I'm only doing 1 race tonight, so we'll fill that in. But I'm looking at, well, first off, I'm going to add 1 more thing that I know is happening on Wednesday, which this is a this is the Yes Racing Enduro that I'm running with Gary, my business partner with Podium Esports and my teammate in Monday Night Racing. So that's happening, I think 8 p.m.-ish until 11, something like that. I'll double check the times on that when it get, later on, and make sure. But I know that the VOD for that is going to go up to YouTube on that Friday. So I may actually just make Wednesday nights, or I may make Thursday nights a streaming night. We can just block that out, because I've been wanting to do road racing. So let's actually just go start blocking that out for Twitch. I'm just going to have this repeat weekly on Wednesdays for right now. So we're going to be streaming on Wednesdays, and I'm just leaving that open to pick the road racing series right now, but I am going to have that, and then the VODs for that will upload on Fridays. And maybe I should just change these to scheduled events so that I'm just gonna, well, this will make it easier actually to add these in, as I can just, at the very least, copy and paste, since it's going to be the same text. Okay, so we have that blocked out. So we're going to have it at minimum. We're going to, on Wednesdays, we're going to be doing some road racing of some kind, and those VODs will land. So we have 3 days now set aside where we can do different things. We could just be lazy and fill in Saturdays, but I actually haven't been racing at 11 a.m. on Saturdays, which is that other Winter Series time slot, the NIS time slots. We're not going to do that. We are going to hit, and for right now, I'm just going to put a Saturday YouTube series. So I'm going to pick something that will be exclusive YouTube content that will repeat weekly on Saturdays. So that fills out Saturday. I don't know what that's going to be yet. I'm going to figure out something that we're going to talk about on Saturdays. Monday videos. This is when we are going to talk about channel growth concepts series. Those VODs will hit on Mondays. So we're just going to talk about that. This one, let me see. Let me see. Can I modify just this event to be the scheduling recap and analysis video? Let me see. Delete just this event. Okay. Yeah, so I can use those as blocks, and when I decide what the actual detail is going to be for that video, I can put that in later. So I'm just roughing out my schedule with this right now. I'm not filling in the details. I will fill in the details on what those videos are going to be later. And then, just for right now, so for the sake of brevity and so we can wrap something up, this is going to be a Sunday YouTube series. So I'm going to figure out, I need to figure out something that I can add and schedule on weekly on Sundays. And that Sunday YouTube series will go. So we have 3 YouTube series that are going Saturday, Sunday, Monday that I need to. It's not that I necessarily need to record those videos on those days, but I need to make sure that I'm uploading those videos on those days so that I'm hitting my 1 video per day goal. And then I'm just going to put year-end recap video since that's the 30th. And I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet, to be perfectly honest with you. I am going to figure something out to do. I don't know how I'm going to put it together, but I think that doing a little fun year-end recap video, whatever that is, will do that. And there it is. That is a schedule that I can keep. I am streaming on Twitch on 3 nights, Sundays, Mondays, and Wednesdays. So now I can say I stream on Twitch on Sundays, Mondays, and Wednesdays. And you guys will know when to tune in. I can say that at the end of every video for right now. So that's good. That gives regularity and repeatability to my Twitch streaming schedule. It also gives me 1 YouTube video per day, exactly 1 YouTube video per day, which is what we wanted to hopefully make the YouTube algorithm happier. So the whole concept that we're working with this is, we have essentially a hypothesis, a theory that I'm going to see some kind of channel growth on YouTube if I'm uploading 1 video per day. Now, in order to do that, we're going to have to measure our statistics somehow. So we're going to measure and see if that growth is actually working. So I'm going to go, I've pulled up my channel stats here, my channel dashboard. I don't think that there's anything too personally revealing about this or whatever. This is just given a little bit in YouTube Studio of what's going on with my channel. And so we're going to do, this is going to be my, I'm using Google Sheets here. Again, this is not an endorsement of Google Sheets necessarily or of any of their tools. or of Google or Alphabet as a company. However, do not let the perfect be the enemy of the good. There may be some better tools out there. I am using Google Sheets just because it's free and easy accessible, and I already have a Google account, and I don't need to add that additional layer of chaos of looking for the perfect potential tool. I'm just going to use this one because all I'm doing is tracking a few things. So we're going to track subscribers, subscriber change, total views, and let's just do estimated revenue. We're going to insert one column to the left here, and this is just going to be a date column. And we're just going to record at a particular date. We're going to look at it again in 4 weeks' time when we do our analysis and recap video on this strategy. But what we're looking at here is all easily available right here on our status page. So right now we have 3,732 subscribers. This is on 12/27/2021. 3,721, did I say? 3,732. Our last month, we gained 14, it was a net gain of 14 subscribers over the past 28 days. Total views, 4.7K. I'll just put 4,700 as a rough estimate. And estimated revenue is $24.14. I just revealed my YouTube video, all $24.14 of it monthly. That's how much I'm making on YouTube. I can tell you, it is a windfall. In all honesty, though, and joking aside, there are a lot of content creators who look at that and would probably love to be even getting that little bit. There's a concept in content creation of stacking pennies, where if you get little bits of revenue from multiple sources, and even those little bits, even this $24 a month, that stacked on some other revenue sources actually can turn into, if not a full-time income, it can turn into a meaningful bonus income, and something that at least it's better than nothing, and it's nice to have, and it helps out. I just realized that I put all of this in the Twitch spreadsheet, so I'm going to yeah. One thing I don't like about Google Sheets is they actually force you to use the keyboard commands, and sometimes I would just like to use, right-click, navigate with mouse. Anyway, so those are what we're tracking for YouTube, and when we do our analysis and recap video, I'm going to put a strategy thing here, and so when we do our check-in there, we are just doing the one video per day, and we can see, if anything, what effect this strategy had in terms of increasing channel growth. That's the one change we're making. And over on the Twitch side, we actually have a strategy that we're going to be doing too. Our numbers here are going to be different. We're going to track a couple different things, but the strategy is going to be have a set schedule. Okay, so we're doing that, and so we're working with two things, which again, I feel like I'm definitely repeating myself at this point, but it's hammering the point home. I'm not trying to change everything at one time. There are 1,000 different things that I could be doing that would make my YouTube channel better, or that would make my Twitch channel better. I'm just focusing on one thing right now because that's something manageable that I think I can really realistically change and execute on, rather than trying to change 1,000 different things at once. That gets overwhelming. It's too much to track, and I just probably won't do anything. you end up paralyzed with that. So I'm picking one thing and focusing on that. If I pick another thing next month and I just add one thing per month, then that will hopefully have a net cumulative positive effect over time on the channel, and we'll see how that goes. So on the Twitch side, we're going to be looking at a couple of other metrics, and I'm going to go pull up the Twitch page real quick and look at the channel analytics, and you guys are going to get to see what I make on Twitch in terms of revenue, which is currently for this past month $81. That's actually gone up. So both of these sites do have really good things that are nice for tracking metrics. I find that tracking things in my own personal spreadsheets just helps coalesce them things and makes it easier to look at the timeline over time. Backtracking through data and looking at data over time, it also allows you to match the metrics right next to individual deliberate strategy changes. So we're going to be tracking these metrics here, which are average viewers, follows, subscriptions, revenue, and time streamed. I think that those are pretty good. The time stream one I'm actually maybe not going to track. Well, actually, that's good because it's important because you can then calculate your hourly rate from that. So I will leave that in. So let's back over to our T-channel metrics. Followers, or what was it? It was average viewers. The average viewers is really key on Twitch. Followers, subscribers, which subscribers means something different on Twitch and YouTube. Revenue, and we're going to insert one column to the right this time. Time streamed. So we're actually the YouTube channel and the Twitch channel are kind of working in accordance with one another. So and we're doing basically we're changing one thing, but it's actually resulting in changes on each channel, and we're tracking one strategy per channel. So the strategy on YouTube again is that I'm uploading one video per day. The strategy on Twitch is that I'm going to have a schedule for the month, and we're going to track and see if that has any positive change on these numbers. So for average viewers, we were at 15 average viewers over the past month, which was actually an increase over the previous 30 days. We had 24 new followers. So I'm actually going to change that to follows. We had 32 subscriptions. We had $81.04 in revenue, and this is why having that separate Twitch channel and the way that they work together, Twitch revenue can be much better hourly rate than YouTube revenue, depending on what you're focusing on. Now, again, Twitch is my primary platform rather than YouTube, so that's part of it. And then time stream 32 hours and 1 minute. Just going to put 32:01 like that, so that it's a time. All right. The reason I did that is that I can do calculations based on that in the spreadsheet, where if I did it with numbers and letters, then actually there might be a display format. Anyway, it's just better to do it that way because I can do just real quick to show you dollars per hour column over here, and I can have that equal that divided by that, and you know what? There. Time stream 32 hours. I'm just going to chop it off. That makes it easy. Time stream 32. My hourly rate on Twitch is $2.50. So there you have it. I'm making $2.53 an hour when I stream on Twitch right now. But that's a good thing to track. That's another way that we can track the effectiveness of our strategies. But I'm really going to be looking at, does average viewership go up if I have a set schedule? Do I gain more followers? Are more people interested in subscribing to my channel if they know that I'm streaming on a set schedule? That makes that it worth that $5 subscription worth more to them. So, yeah, that's it. I just realized that I have a ton of white space on here because I didn't, do the friendly thing and zoom this in nicely. So I'm going to do that here at the closing of the video, nice and zoomed in so you can see Twitch stats, YouTube stats. We're going to evaluate these in 1 month's time following the strategy that we've laid out in this video, and we're going to see how effective this is. I hope that this video series ends up being something that you guys find helpful and informative and useful. I don't know necessarily what additional topics of discussion we're going to talk about, but this Monday YouTube video series, what I'm planning on doing with this is I'm going to learn with you guys. I'm going to look at some different techniques, some ideas for some intentional strategies to drive channel growth on my channel. I am going to share those strategies with you. I am going to track the effectiveness of those strategies and, hopefully garner some comments, garner some feedback from you guys about what you found useful, what you found effective, how you're liking the video series, how you're liking my other videos, and we can create a dialogue. Internet media, one of the things that's really neat about it is that it is many-to-many communication. So one of the biggest benefits that I've found from having a YouTube channel is that I also get useful comments and useful feedback in the comment section. It opens up additional doors, areas for learning, areas for knowledge that weren't necessarily available to me or wouldn't have been available to me without having a YouTube channel. My racing has improved not just from practicing and driving and doing that, but from some of the tips that I've gotten in the comment section of my YouTube videos. So that's a competitive advantage that I have over other people that I race with who don't have channels. They don't necessarily get that coaching and feedback from more experienced people who watch their content, because their content doesn't exist. There's no one to watch it and give feedback on it. So anyway, that's a long way of saying, please, if you have thoughts and feedback, questions, comment down in the video. One of my video series might just be a series where I take those questions from the comments and pick some out and answer them. I've seen other content creators do those. Those tend to make good content. That could be a very easy way to fill in one of those days and have a video. Again, all I'm trying to do with this strategy is just do one video per day. That is an improvement over what I'm doing currently, which is not having one video per day. I would obviously like to make those videos quality, and some of these future videos will talk about ways in which I'm looking to make higher quality content, but right now the goal is to simply just have something hit YouTube each day. So thank you for watching. If you like this video, click that like button. That really does help. If you're not subscribed already, please click that subscribe button and be sure to enable notifications so that you get notifications when new videos drop. Again, I'm trying to hit them on a regular schedule, so you should be expecting one video per day from this channel. I stream live on Twitch on Sunday nights, Monday nights, and Wednesday nights. So you can tune in and catch me racing live on Twitch on those nights. Thank you so much. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace out, guys.